Irengeli dumedise lefatsheng kaofela ke namoheleng le monate wa nang le favorite show mo lefatsheng KLFM ha tsama o le mona o mametse mfana ha o karcho kamorana go in the afternoon ngwanaka ke nako tsena gore we want to discuss mental and spiritual things. Let me welcome you to KLFM Koltabeng Media. Welcoming you is one your only boy. Today we are not coming with a spiritual show, but we are coming with an intellectual one. Yes, we are talking to the mind today. We are not talking to the spirit. Usually we are talking to the spirit, but today we are going to talk to the mind. So if you are just joining us, you are not part yet of Koltabeng Entertainment. You could be part by subscribing and following us there. Click the like and subscribe button, and also click the notification bell. When we post, you can be able to know and find out what we're talking about every day and always. Like I promised you that we're going to have some guests here on the show to come and share their experiences and their works with us, their arts and all those things that they do in the community as young people. And also we're going to have a co-host still looking and still looking also for a crew, people who can help us with their camera work, editing and all those things, so that you know that, and also people who can help with marketing. So today we're going to talk about skills acquisition. The importance of skills acquisition, the importance of you acquiring a skill. Today that is what we're going to talk about here on KLFM. So skills acquisition is important. The people don't understand it, and skill acquisition is very important because it enables individuals to enhance their careers, prospects, adapt to changing work environments, build confidence, and achieve personal growth by developing new abilities and knowledge, which can lead to promotion, new job opportunities, and increased job satisfaction, especially making them more valuable in the workplace and in their personal lives. Now we are going to take a look at key benefits of acquiring a skill, of skill acquisition. King the benefits are another skill. Like learning never ends. You understand? You must be a forever learner. Forever. You must learn even when you say you are tired of learning, but you must learn forever. So we're going to take a look at 10 benefits, not 10. We're going to take a look at key benefits. Why it is beneficial? Is it beneficial for you to acquire a skill? Now we have seen the importance that you can enhance your career prospect. You can adapt to changing work environments. It will be easier for you to be able to apply for other jobs because your knowledge and your skill range is wide enough for you to apply for any job. Because you have those skills, you are able to adapt into every kind of work environment again, and you are building confidence, because confidence you cannot be scared of sharing your knowledge, because you are certain that you know that you have the skill for the job. So now we'll take a look at key benefits. Again, the benefits come around. But the benefits of acquiring skills. So we are going to talk about acquiring those skills today. So you can tell us when up on YouTube and on Spotify, tell us in the comment section acquiring a skill, how has it worked for you? What has it done for you, Kalogo? So number one in the key benefits, that is the first one, career advancement. Acquiring a new skill or acquiring new skills, a new one can open doors to new career paths, promotions, and better job opportunities. It's really important. So the key benefit by making you a more versatile candidate. That means because you are applying for those skills. Adaptability. Number two, in a rapid changing work environment and landscape, continuous skills development. Acquiring skills is like developing yourself to have new skills. Allows individuals to stay relevant and adjust to new technologies. You understand? Not only AI. Most people don't see the importance of learning and understanding the use and practices of AI, the new technologies. Technology, replace it. They're not replacing you. That's why you must be able to use these things for your benefit. This new technology, you must be part of those people who have the skill. AI, because they are going to need people to use AI. AI is a technology that helps people do things. So imagine you making it better, because now we are making it better, and you're adjusting to new technologies and to new work practices. We're not so phase. You have that skill. No, we need people that's about type. There are people who skills about type go. Maybe again typewriter. But when they introduced computer, people did not want to learn computer. They thought typewriter would be forever. So computer was there, and the people who had the skills, the computer replaced people who didn't have. So it was like this thing replaces people. They replace people who don't have skills. So it's important for you to stay up to date with the things and technologies that today and work practices that today that we're living in. So 1960, they are outdated. They are outdated. Because only a teacher, and you do not go to skill development. Sorry, over able to teach people, kids, babies and Ghana caps. Again, there are teachers who 19 babies and Bantu education, and then what the OBE, then there were caps. There were changes in times again. So these teachers were taken to skills development centers and development programs. Sorry, but adapted to new skills. New syllabus. So it is important for you also to adapt. In order to adapt, you must have that skill. Right, all you must have that skill. So acquiring a skill is very important. Code 14 unto driver Venia code 10. You have code 14, but you have been driving code 10. Why for man? However, code 14 you are there because if you have code 14, code 10, you can adapt it. We're saying while working, develop that license into code 14. Then it drive code 14 now. You will be the first person, but never replace. They will never be entrenched because you are acquiring a new skill. How is a minor? We're not dig on the general worker. Why? Hey, learn. There are dump trucks. There are certificates for that. There are certificates but if it's the forklift and all those things, you can do those things. When they say we want people for forklift to in there, you are not. Let salary increase. Yes. Let's go to the next point. Increased employability. Increased employability. A strong skill set makes you more attractive to potential employers, and can help you stand out in the job market. How on forklift, dump truck, when they say you want people about dump truck and we're not general worker, or promotion, you are going to drive dump truck. You are affected by dust, but you are doing something better. That means salary. So it's very important to do that. Attractive to employers. Another thing, when you're working in the office, except for hard labor, even if you are working in the office, you are a receptionist, or office admin, or management assistant, or receptionist, or whatever first level of entrance here office you must develop your skills. Have other qualifications. It's an office admin, or it's office admin, or it's a management assistant. It's office admin. After office admin, it's a HR. After HR, it's a finance. Whatever you are good at, don't tell. It's a whole receptionist for 60 years. So it's a corner of office. But strive to have your own office. Learn. It's one every day. Coffee. You are the first person Mama consider because you have nothing to do. But you are not that skilled go finance department. You are not that skilled enough go any department because we're not a metric or an officer admin. You need to develop yourself each and every day. Right all. You need to develop yourself. Yes. Now the next point, personal growth. Learning new skills can boost self-esteem, confidence and sense of accomplishment, leading to overall overall development. This can lead to a development because now you are skilled or intellectual. You don't need to be intelligent or really skilled, but you can be intellectual because now you have that skill, qualification. It boosts your self-esteem. Your mind is stimulated. Now your self-esteem is getting boost. It's getting boost from your mind stimulation. You are confident now. You are able to go around, walking around now. So, I get a doctor today. Some doctors are political doctors. Be a doctor, that is a skill. Be a doctor only skill. You want to some doctor ka default or na le 20 years unzule receptionist. You know, be a doctor because you are a doctor of reception. Study to become that doctor. Study to become that doctor. Some doctor of philosophy, Mary, you are not intellectual. You can study to that point. You have PhD. You are a doctor, Mario Menier. That's nice. Hey, on sait pas Menier ga apartheid. We have Menier apartheid. You are getting a metric. You are getting Menier apartheid. Mary, you'll find they have acquired skills from metric. You are getting they have acquired skills. Now get a teacher. They have BDs because Baba Rudile, you can never route about to OBE Bantu education syllabus in mind or syllabus training in mind. Next point. Rafly. Problem solving ability. That is something people lack. Even managers, not managers. Kini manager. They are standing managers lapa. They are not managing anything because they don't have skills. Set out solver. Problem solving or conflict resolution skills. Small things and the leadership summit or leadership course long time ago. Fresh. Life is impeding. You go around and you want to study more. You want to be attractive. You like to everyone. Everyone on metric. I saw officer me. I still have metric. How can I metric is you? I'm good at first aid training, leadership course, project leadership, white all. And then because very the arts from Khali. What do? We go for arts and culture training, being an arts leader, how to write a script, all kinds of leader of skills, development courses and summits in Rizama. Because now you want to do what? We want paramedics. We went out. Not just we took everything on TikTok. There was no TikTok in Arozi. There were no TikToks. So we went actually for those trainings. How long they are giving out training? We went. And even though we didn't get certificate in most of those or all of those trainings because of corruption and all those things. But skill sales are they can take away everything. But education, but they can never take away what's in your mind. They can never take away what's in your mind. When you are involved in a conflict, you will know how to resolve that conflict because once upon a time in Mexico, you attended that thing. So don't forget to follow us there. We are still continuing with this points. Key benefits. So we have two points before we go to another point. Now, by acquiring new skills, individuals gain the tools to approach challenges and solve problems more effectively. More effectively. When you are faced or you approach a problem, now you'll be able to approach to solve that problem or to face that problem because now you have that ability. It's very important, especially for managers. I'm not talking about managers. I'm talking about managers. People who manage stores, people who say, okay, we went for management courses, but I still struggle to lead or to solve problems when it comes to my staff problems and conflicts and all those things. What do I do? What do? You go and find conflict resolution courses, and then after acquiring that skill, when as a manager, you take your members, you take your staff members. In total, we don't do them as retailers and as managers study retail. We don't take our staff members for conflict resolution, for team buildings, for things like that. They can be more productive, especially retail. Retail needs team building exercises, and it needs this kind of skills summits and courses for their employees and and managers and people by leader go into society, because of they deal with people batlanga emotions sabone, they deal with people batlanga matata bone, they deal with people by impatient and all those kinds of people. Imagine coming to work and you are frustrated. You have to deal with another customer, another person who comes with their own frustrations. You are not skilled or you are not trained. How from another customer, they are just telling you a customer is always right. Skill development Let me continue with my show. You'll be able to approach challenges and solve problems more effectively. The last point, before we go to the last part of the show, enhance the productivity. How soon are you skilling one? You will be able to be more productive. When they hire a new person go spanning, they make sure get a training. They tell every permanent staff or old members of the staff, I want that person to know the job by the end of the week, because they know while you are busy training that person, you are eating their time, you are eating their money, you are delaying the process of productivity. So that's why about trainers they train that person so that productivity can be more effective and more consistent. There will be another person, but while you are busy training that person for a month, you are delaying the process plan or whatever they have in mind that must take on the production levels high. When you are delaying it because that person and you are -2 people already in the company. So that is why productivity it must be enhanced. Mastering new skills can lead to increased efficiency, improve the quality of work in your current role. Hey, you know what you are. So allow me to show you the stats again. Hey, in that picture, before we go to the examples of importance, the importance of acquiring a skill. So you're going to go there. Before you go there, look at this, the stats. Sorry, how many young people are unemployed? You're going to look at that, and you're going to look also at how many people are unemployed, but the ones that were blaming the government that we are not working on, how many of them have metric, how many don't have metric, how many have the bachelors, how many have all those things. You're going to see the stats. Come on and see what I'm talking about. I'll be back and show you the importance of acquiring a skill. Let me welcome you back or another upon YouTube for watching that thing. That is very, very disturbing and that is very scary. That is very scary and that is very disturbing. Seeing how many young people are complaining, we are not working, we are not what. But also, the government can come, go for another one about this. They can come and show you, you are complaining, you are not giving you jobs. But there are programs, come on, graduates. We don't have enough graduates for that. We have graduates, but graduating for this kind of skill. So it is very important that we show also. By the end of the show, I'm gonna leave on the screen also showing you how many young people are graduates and how many skills are needed. Which skills are needed the most? And how can we tackle this thing in the society? Because I see beautiful things that I do and showing people that I do not want money, I don't want anything. I am just a person who is a graduate. I'm a graduate, I want a job. Don't give me a job, don't give me 350. best part, we have people who say that, but we have people who are happy to receive 350 because of they are lazy. They are lazy to what? To learn and to go to school and to work also. Hey, that's why the other people have pure joy. They get pure joy. Have a 350. Pure joy, go 350. So now I'm welcoming you back. KFM. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that ding. Hallelujah. To when I post, it will show you. Hey, Mfana now post it. Mfana no post it, and it will tell you something. Okay, hey, I post it again. It's something to do with the spirit or it's something to do with the intellectual mind. Again, hey, I don't do shows for fun. If you wanted to have more subscribers, get the subscribers fast. Negative videos more and make funny videos. Hey, I'm used to that. Yes, a comedy one. Hey, but I'm not doing that. It's not something I was called to do on earth. You need to acquire skills. You need to be spiritually awakened. So if I wanted to make fun videos and all those things, I'll do them. You can follow me on Facebook and view my reels. If I'm not doing my promos, you can see them my reels. Hey, kamapa. And all those things. That's where I play. But when I come here, I'm coming here to tell you you need skills. You need skills. You'll never be a baby forever. So you need skills. You need skills and you need papers to show for those skills. You're working on evidence. Today. Working evidence. So if you don't have evidence, I am an accountant. You need that paper or accountant. You might be mathematically given or gifted. But you need that paper. You need that paper. Accountant no one accounting for accounting. So we will continue doing this. Maybe skills acquisition. I will continue with the skills part. Interview questions. Because some people back and interview and they become frozen. But free. Because they do not have the right training and the right skills. Sorry, how can I interview? This is how you conduct yourself. This is how you wear to interview. This is how you position yourself interviewing more. So don't go Kita I don't do example singer. Example saying example you need a skill such you need a skill such because of what? But I'm only gonna give you three examples. Examples of important skills to acquire. Yay! The skills you wanna the skills. Kita ifuma now again skills ka Sesotho. Empa ke skills se maneng di bohlokwa holo go tamelo beletso. Bophelo ba hao. Jwalo ka motho, jwalo ka motho, especially young people. These are very important skills. Number 1, I'm going to take a look at 3 skills that you need to acquire. The first one is technical skills. You need to acquire those skills. Number 2, you need to acquire soft skills and you need to acquire cognitive skills. Hey, let's take a look at what are these skills. I'm just stating on one. Number 1, technical skills. Depending on the field of expertise of work, of whatever. So let me just clear your skill, your field. Depending on your field, this could include proficiency in software. Very important. If you follow this podcast, you'll know. Coding, data analysis, or specific industry related tools. Hey, software. Most of the workplaces in industries and workplaces they use software. They use software. There's a software. Maybe it's a POS, point of service. Maybe it's a as a cashier. Retailing. Retail. If you have that skill to use a POS, you'll never short. You will never short, especially if you are within mathematics. That is why I'm talking to owners and to people in higher positions. So when you say a person must be a manager, don't just take a person because they worked for 30 years. People who worked for a long time do not care about the production of your company, because you don't take them for skills development. All they do, they come to work, they do what they do for 30 years. Have you ever heard anyone complain, or I've been doing the same thing for 30 years? Ever? They come to work, especially retailers. They come to work. If it's a cashier, it's a cashier. They come and do whatever they do and they leave. They don't want to know anything else. So when you say, I want you to become a manager, take that person for a course. There are 3 months courses, 3 months, 3 months courses for managers. Sometimes there are 4 weeks, sometimes there are 12 weeks. It does not need for you to go take them to school for 3 years. Mari, isamo 12 for management course. Don't just teach them software, Spani. That's useless. Also, for people who are not as cashiers, go retailing. There used to be machines that are praising. Machines that are praising. They used to leave a paper quick. No, they are stop taking machines. So now, we should have say these are skills you need to acquire, even if you are working in retail. After looking for another job, I no longer want to be working in a retail environment or industry. Where are you going? Where are you going? Go on to the cashier or computing. POS is computer. Yes, computer POS. So you need to learn those things. You need to do coding. Understand PC. Some people don't even know how to switch on a computer. Oh, Jehovah. How am I going to go to desktop? Where's desktop is not English. How can you tell me, Manaka? I'm saying simple things. Get out desktop. High desktop. Especially go laptop. So, why am I serious? That's why they say when you give them land, they're going to fail, or the land is going to fall, or the economy is going to fail, because they don't want to learn. Some people don't want land. They want land. Has even nix cow planter anything. They never even had a vegetable garden. Even let alone him or her. Has even nix cow planting. Has even nix living planting a flower. But what do? They want land. That's why Zimbabwe will. That is why Zimbabwe will. Because they wanted land. They wanted factories. They wanted independence. But they didn't have skills. Run the factory. How do I run a factory? They don't know how to run a factory. They don't know how to plant. They don't know how to farm. They don't know how to farm for industries. They don't know those things. They don't know nothing. They know nothing about export and import. But they want independence. That's why economy ewa. You understand? Today, as we speak, we are struggling as a nation. Because people who are acquiring ministerial positions parliament don't have skills for those positions, and they did not see the need. They did not see the need for them to acquire those skills, let alone leadership. Go for leadership training. They don't want to do that. No, today, this day and age, 2014, 2024, I meant to say 2023. That person has been a president for a party or for an organization for years and years. How do you run a country? How do you run a country? Leadership skill. How do you run those things? Country. We are not talking about this spaza shop. We are not talking about an apparel business here. You cannot open an internet cafe or say this about computer. How can you run a country? Usna skills to run a country. Have a public management diplomas and degrees demands. We can look at them. They are there because they fought for the struggle. So you say they fought for the struggle. But you need to acquire skills. You need to learn so you can be able to run the economy efficiently. They are giving budgets. Bo, you have billions and billions of budgets. Most of them cannot run a budget at 30,000 salary. Mari is giving a budget that 30 billion. So you You know why Bajaya Chelete and they don't do anything? Because they do not have skills. You are not an accountant. You do not have bookkeeping skills. You do not have again Microsoft skills. You do not have Excel skills. How now COJ skill? How now say? How do you do it? How can you COJ did? Mar, you are a minister in the finance department. You are a minister in the infrastructure department doing a construction. How do you know construction is and all those things? You know nothing. You are in working as a Home Affairs minister. Mar, you know nothing. Foreign daddy policies and all those things. Because they are giving it out to you, and you are learning those things to do them. Point of order. You don't do those things for what people actually need. But you are giving people those things. Minister of Education. Ufumana has not a degree. Metric. She or he is a minister of education. Just small things. That is why we are failing, because people don't have those skills. How can AI people saying get a mark of the beast? It's not the mark of the beast. It's not the mark of the beast. And the Mudimu is not against people acquiring skills. But not you to get anyone telling you that God is against people acquiring skills. God said this is the riches of the world belongs to him. Spiritually. They belong to him. So how can you own and possess those things if you are not equipped to possess those things? You need to be equipped. Banamudimu need to take charge. We need Banamudimu bakene go parlamenting. We need Banamudimu bakene go di accountancy. We need Banamudimu bakene go di banking. Bakene go every kind possess. How to possess? What do we possess? No, you are the black people, colored people and Indians. We are fighting. What are we fighting for? We are fighting to possess land. But before you fight to possess land, you must have a plan. What am I going to do with that land? I am dwelling too much in the land policy, because now people are happy and excited that they are going to expropriate land without compensation. Yet they don't have plans for those lands. So our economy is going to fall. Our economy, let alone now we are struggling to go to 1% of the economic growth. 1%. We are still under a percent. So it's a challenge for us as individuals to continue like this. It's very wrong. Because once we continue working like this, once we continue going like this, but we are not going to Zimbabwe. We are going to the worst stages of whatever Zimbabwe was. Because now we have tasted. You have tasted. That is why we can see changes, especially people back home. You can see changes because petrol was 12 rand, but others they used to buy it for 7 rand. Black label buy one today. Other people used to buy it for 5 rand. Hey, I remember because sometimes they never buy about 750. Imagine if they get a black label at 750, buying it for my uncles and my parents, my dad and whatever, who the people who were sending me by that time. 750. But when I come to buy the very same beverage beer today, I'm buying it at 30 rand. I'm buying it at 25 rand. Somewhere I 60 rand for one beer. People used to spend 60 rand. Blackout. Even the voltage thing used to be a real thing. Everything is fake. Everything is fake. They are faking the voltage. 5%. It's not 5%. They know if you cannot black it too, like they used to mur kanako, you are going to not buy as they buy because of Kidati Randa today. But what they used to enjoy it, the greatest quality I think. 755 rand. Give me petrol today. 1 liter, 95. Unlimited, 95. Give me 22 rand. But people used to buy it for 15 rand, 12 rand, Tanja. And I give you the 20s. I give you 2001. 2001, maybe nearly rand. Maybe nearly 1 rand, 1 liter. 2001. Now give you the 20s, 2010. 2009, they really tested the 2000s. Yeah, things were low. Everything were low. Why? Because people who acquired those skills, they were not politically influenced. Okay, yes. You can never be a minister of finance. Zuma didn't have faith in black ministers of finances. No, he saw these black ministers don't have the skills to run the country. You don't have skills for software, simple software. How are you going to run a country? So you need to understand that when they retrench, when they say we are retrenching, we are reshuffling more company. Anyway, now you are the least goal number and least skill. We are now get the loan. You are the first person. And like, let me put it this way: you are the first person who does not have a skill. Hey, something you don't know is that you are going to be the first person they consider to retrench, because now we are changing the system. We are changing the system. We are no longer want to work with this. We no longer want to work with papers. Now we want tablets. We want phones. It is important to do this and that. Kill the tablet trade. You want to kill the paper trade. So when you're used to papers, you're used to write. You're a good writer. You're better than handwriting now, Maho. It's a fair handwriting and fair. Because paper trade are fair. So learn again digitally. Number 2, soft skills: communication, teamwork, leadership, critical thinking. Time management, very important to manage your time, and it's one of the topics that we are going to hold really one. And then problem solving are crucial in most or all work. Now I say in all, not most. Most in all workplaces, it's important to have communication. Without communication, you can never work. What? You can never work. You must have teamwork. Now, even if you are not a leader, it is important for you to give the leadership podcast. I'll leave the link in the end of this video so that you can look at the leadership podcast. Link. You watch this video until the end so that you can be able to see the link to the leadership podcast I talk about. I said even if you are not a leader, it is not important for one to be a leader, for them to acquire a leadership skill, but you need leadership skills. Why? Because you understand the decisions that leader is leading you right now is making. Because you will never be able to understand what your superior is saying if you do not have leadership skills. So you need to understand that you need to critically think, not just think, critically. Yeah. Time management. How go and Spanish can I eat? You guys want to talk past 7. What's 7:30, man? Oh. And then problem solving skills. These skills are I'm not going to indulge into those things a lot because they speak for themselves. They speak for themselves. You can never say you can live without soft skills for life. We need soft skills for life in general. You need soft skills. You need to be able to communicate with another person, not only your partner, your family members, your friends, another person. If you have communication skills, you can see, oh, this person is aggressive, and if they are aggressive, this is what I'm going to do to put them into a level. Understand that? Because hard aggressive, aggressive, both of us, we don't have skills. One of us is One of us so you need those kind of skills. So in life, you need those skills. Teamwork, leadership, critical thinking. Look on you need to think critical. There are decisions that are there are things that are at all in life. So you need to think about those things. They are not only profitable for you. Profitable in general. My man. So you need these skills. The last skill I'm going to look at. Secondly, follow us on Instagram and YouTube. One day I'm going to do a show purely as a soul. Purely. So we score on that. So it's going to be difficult for me to do that research as a soul. We are scored. In back is a plan now. Research as soul. the importance of tradition. I don't see that. Mariketaibu. Come on. Sometimes because not hore ke qobella batho ba tumele dintho. I'm just stating hore tradition sometimes it's your background, mo hlanteng, your roots. Wa bona? Lo bua fela ga bohlokwa batho tseo. A ke tlo bua hore o hlaba o ska hlaba, o nyolo o ska nyolo wa theo tseba. A ke tlo bua ntho tseo. Ke tlo bua ntho ke tebe ke bua yona ka tsela ke bua yona. Ke tlo be ke bua ntho tseo. Another thing I want to address ke itse ho lona. This show ke show ya baneng re bua le kelello le ntho tsa ka semoyeng. We are talking about things that are spiritual and intellectual. This is a personal development podcast. Come on, I need news. News one. How news? What do? We do podcasts. I will never say to you, oh, let me try. Let me speak English in this instant, because this is something for all of us to understand. I will never say to you, this week and next week I'm going to do podcast about spiritual growth, and then the other week I'm going to do podcast about mental growth, and the other week I'm going to do podcast about intellectual growth, and the other no. If the spirit leads me to speak about intellectuals, I'm going to speak about intellectual. Well, now you must be ready to just listen and learn. Because we are not coming to this podcast to have fun again. It was a fun one. It was a fun with education one. Before we used to play music. Go palle mo wanaka. Ha ka papala go tlhalosa hore pina ke amang e hlaga kae o ka fumana kae. Ba bona? That is not infringement. Because I am telling you exactly Kushoba. Now I should tell you I can your best to step in about Kushoba and stay there. But I'm not allowed to play it. Huh? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's simple. I will play Wanda's song. Because Wanda is let me conclude. I'm just going to do a 5-minute video. Because it's someone I want more in this show. So I want him to send me his video. And an email, so that I can be able to do what? To tell you about his things. Now the last example of the skills we are needing is the cognitive one. I said that cognitive skills, analytical thinking. Again, yes, one way. Analytical thinking, decision making, adaptability, and learning agility are very essential for navigating complex situations. Before difficult zone, you need to analyze the situation before you can jump into anything. So So now this is me closing the show. In the next 5-minute video I'm going to post, I'm going to talk about why we didn't post the video to yesterday. I'm going to talk about that. Maybe probably I'll read the email, because there's an email from Spotify for creators. That is the reason why we didn't shoot or we didn't record yesterday. So we are going to tell you why, because Spotify had a problem yesterday. So they said do not think about publishing. Do not think about publishing a show. That is why yesterday we never did a show. So this is me concluding the show, Banabesu. This is me concluding the show. Do allow me to close the show by saying we need skills. We need skills, Papit. Hey, ya skills I calling one. And inside that room, it is never full. You can never fill your mind with knowledge and information. You can never be full from those things. So you should consider acquiring some skill. Even if you don't think about going to university, acquire some skill. So this is me closing the show from your boy. Do subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow us on Facebook, Bafeto. Koltabeng Entertainment. You are there. I am Karacho Gupta. Say it is salute to everybody who listens to the show. And don't forget, Bafeto, this is your international favorite show. We salute everybody. Everybody. I've seen India is coming to the play. India, before I close, let me talk about this. I don't do shoutouts. I don't do shoutouts because I don't think we are at the level where we can do shoutouts yet, man. So don't complain. India is there, and that in past podcast I spoke about American and South Africa. We see there's India there. We see there's America. United States can never go down. Trump, even when your father Trump says, I want to ban South Africa, you continue listening to us, but we salute you. By the way, United States are the first people to listen to our podcast. So we salute the United States. We salute the UK, United Kingdom. They are the second one. And then South Africa, my original country, came after. Because they were Germany, they were Brazil, and South Africa. But now South Africa is number 2. They have picked up. So we salute them also. So we've recognized that India is there. So India is there. So we are not going to do South Africa. Hey, we see South Africa, we see Durban, we see Soweto, we see Kagiso, we see what is that place? Northern Cape. No, we're not going to say that. Because you, the people who watch this show, you do not tell people about the show. So we need to reach 2,000 subscribers. I know you see there in the page that we are 74 subscribers now. We need to reach more subscribers. We need subscribers, man. We need subscribers. We need to grow, Banabase. We need to grow. So share the podcast. Tell other people. We cannot grow in the margin we are growing at, man. We are growing slowly. I knew we said slowly but surely, but now we are slowly and surely, very slowly. So we need to tell people about Kolotabeng Entertainment, Buffett. Tell them about Kolotabeng Entertainment. There are shows for Sunday, there are shows for Monday, there are shows for anything. We need to play music. It is not our problem that we are cut off from playing music. But if you continue and following us, you will be able to listen to us live on KLFA. So follow us there, Buffett. So this is all from me, your boy, signing out. Niti salute Kuninonke for listening to the show. Continue to follow us, continue to sharing. Salute.